You've got to get this one right, or the CDP will never make sense to you. Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable, and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, where I take one issue from the world of publishing and try to explain it in 3 or 4 minutes. Here's a tricky thing about customer data platforms. On the one hand, you want to import all your customer data. That's the point, right? You want one place where you can have all your customer data, where you can clean it up, create activations, do analysis, run reports, and so on. On the other hand, CDPs are often very closely tied to website campaigns. And that can create a problem because some people have a hard time remembering the distinction between offline and online data. Let me explain it with my experience regarding beer supplies. I'm a home brewer. I make beer. I've also made wine, mead, cider, sake, kombucha, basically every fermented beverage I've ever heard of. I get my supplies at Maryland Homebrew, and I'm friends with Chris, who's the owner. I have an account in their point of sale system, so they have data on all my purchases. I also visit their website, but I haven't created an account on their website. As far as the website knows, I'm anonymous. Now, Chris doesn't have a CDP, but let's pretend she does. The CDP would have a record for me, that is for my online activity, but it's an anonymous record. It can't link that online activity to their point of sale information for me because the website doesn't know that it's me because I haven't logged in. Importing the point of sale data with my name and address and all that won't solve that problem because there's nothing to connect the point of sale data to the online data. Now, there are ways to establish online identity other than logins, but that's beyond scope for today. The question for today is this: should my friend Chris import all her point of sale information into her pretend CDP if she can't correlate the point of sale data to the online record? It depends, of course. Here are some questions to ask to decide what to do. Question number 1, what specifically do you hope to accomplish by importing those records? Something vague like, I want all my customer information in one place, isn't an adequate answer. You have to be able to say why you want all your customer information in one place. What will you be able to do that you're not able to do now? That's important because of question 2. Will importing that data change how much you're paying for your CDP? Some CDPs charge based on the number of records under management. So importing a lot of data can cost you money. Now, question number 3, this is what I wanted to get to. Will having that data in your CDP confuse you when it comes time to create a marketing effort? For example, Chris might want to find all of her customers and prospects within 25 miles of Columbia, Maryland, and advertise to that audience online. If she imports all of her point of sale information into the CDP, she'd have lots of records for customers in that right geography. But those records from the point of sale might not have an online component. Now, because that would just be name and address from point of sale. In some cases, you can use name and address to create an audience in an online platform. I believe you can do that with Facebook. But in other online platforms, you can't. You have to have an email address or you have to have some other online identifier. So the question is, are you and your marketing staff and the agency you hire to do social media for you going to be able to keep all that straight? This whole online versus offline thing is somewhat like swimming butterfly. One day it clicks and you get it. The rhythm of the stroke makes sense to your body. But until that point, it's a struggle and it's a bit awkward. So you need to get in your head understanding the fact, yes, I have customer information here and that same customer is over on my website, but there has to be a way to marry those two things together. That's what we're talking about today. I hope I've made that concept click for you, but if it's still unclear, give me a call. It's one of the fundamental things you need to understand if you're going to work in a CDP. You'll see my contact information on the next slide. Thanks so much.